Hi there, welcome to Mentoring with Mitch. I'm Paul Mitchell, leadership coach, author and founder of The Human Enterprise. And in Mentoring with Mitch, we answer your questions about leadership in all areas of your life and all areas of leadership, including leading at home, leading in your organisation and leading in your community. And today's question comes from Shashadri, who is a program manager in a government department. Can you provide an overview of servant leadership and how it can be applied in a leadership role within a public serving organisation? What a great question, the fact that someone is actually thinking about the importance of serving. So the first thing I want to say is I think all leadership is about serving. The term servant leadership has been around many, many years, but it first came to light with a guy called Robert Greenleaf, who wrote a paper called Servant Leadership, and then later on a full book called Servant Leadership. And here's the guts of it. The guts of it that is the job of the leader is to serve. The job of the leader is to serve. And isn't it interesting? You are in a public serving or servant organisation. Your job is to serve. It doesn't get any better than that. So the question though that comes from that is two questions that come from that. One, well, who do I serve? And then how do I serve? So I want to just give you a couple of ideas on that. The first one is, who do I serve? We have a model in the Human Enterprise called the Southern Cross Leadership Model. And if you are an Australian or New Zealander, and I know these videos go overseas as well, one of our major star formations in the Southern Hemisphere is a thing called the Southern Cross. It has a star at the top, a star below, 2 stars either side, and then one to the side as such. So we think that that's a great little indication of the people that you should serve. First of all, the star, then you're the star in the middle. You should serve the people under you, or your directs, the people that report to you. Very important to serve them. You should be serving your peers. In fact, there's information or studies from the Centre of Creative Leadership that says that the reason why often managers don't get promoted or get derailed is they forget to really serve, not just connect with or network. They get to really serve their peers. You should be serving your boss. What are her or his needs that you can help them with? What are the key frustrations that you can take away from them? Even your boss's boss. And of course, that star out to the side could be your suppliers, but obviously, most importantly, it's your customers or your client base. And this is a major thing in a government organisation. But the other star that's often forgotten, apart from the Southern Star, is the one we think is important in the Human Enterprise and is the most important star, and that's the Northern Star. And we see that as your family. So first thing is start to think about Southern Cross. Who are all the people I can continually serve? Not just my direct reports. Second thing is, how do I serve them? Greenleaf in his writing says the way you serve is to grow them and look after their well-being. To grow them and look after their well-being. In a public service organisation, you can grow your own internal people, but you really do look after our well-being. You make sure that we get our licence so we can get out on the road and travel about. You make sure that the roads are there for us. You make sure that the health services are there for us. You are continually serving. So just to remember that we are continually serving. And the third point is almost like a specific thing you can do. Keep on coming back to your higher purpose. Every organisation of great ilk has a higher purpose. If you look at Pfizer, I know that's in the news lately, but theirs is creating breakthroughs that change people's lives. Lion Nathan, which is a drinks company now owned by a Japanese company called Kirin, used to have a wonderful higher purpose, making the world a more sociable place. The higher purpose that's dear to my heart and my family's heart is that of Starlight Children's Foundation, which is brightening the lives of seriously ill children and their families. What's the point here? The point is keep on coming back to your higher purpose. We can get so caught up in the day-to-day, so caught up in the transactional stuff, we can often forget what we're doing and the difference we are making. And your job as a leader is to keep on coming back to that, almost to the point where they're mocking you as such. Another thing is have some sort of rituals around higher purpose. I know in Starlight, when we used to have board meetings, we would have a Starlight story at the beginning of the meeting about, with permission of course, about a child or about a family we were supporting. So we're always on task with that higher purpose. So what does it mean to be a servant leader? It means to serve. I've given you an idea of the people that you might want to serve and some ways of actually doing that. Hope that helps. And I can tell you, no matter what, the greatest joy you will get is to grow the people around you and to serve your customers, your clients, much more so than any leadership title, any leadership position, any leadership promotion you'll ever have. All the best. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope that's helped, or at least given you a couple of first steps. And if you have questions about leadership, leadership at home, leadership at work, or leadership in your community, we would love to hear from you. Please visit mentoringwithmitch.com and we'll get through as many questions as we can. And also subscribe so you make sure you get to hear every episode. And importantly, if you've got friends or colleagues or even family that you think would benefit from hearing some of these answers or some mentoring with Mitch, please make sure you share with them as well. Until next time, find the passion, develop the skills, make the numbers, and make a difference.